prayer and the pledge. Let's stand. Welcome, Brother Dylan.
Thank you. My privilege to be here again. I was praying you'll say pledge. God, we thank you for the privilege to gather on this day that you've given us to live. We're grateful for a measure of health that allows us to be in this meeting. We're grateful for what this Fiscal Court represents in our county, and we ask you, God, to continue to give wisdom and discernment to those who serve. And I pray, Lord, as their discernment is used and their wisdom is given, that it will benefit those who live here. We're grateful as we stand on this side of a celebration called Labor Day, for all the people who invest laboriously in our nation to make it the greatest place on earth to live. And we give you thanks for all those labors. We ask you, God, to bless our nation, guide our leaders as we commit them to you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Say the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Brother Longton, and continue the good work you're doing. Director Whitefield, would you let the folks know what this siren is about?
It's our monthly evening
Because I remember you told me the next time this happens, we need to let people know.
It's our monthly test, and what I've asked the judges to start doing is every meeting we have, the sirens go off, is to start telling everybody where they would go. So in the event the sirens went off and we were in Fiscal Court, we would ask everybody to go into the judge's office, the conference room, the copy room, and within those two rooms, if we overflow, we move to the bathrooms, and if possible, maybe go to the sheriff's department, depending on the number of the building. So that's where you would go in the event the sirens did actually go off and we had to move.
Thank you, Director Phillips. Okay, let's move on to number 4 on our agenda, presentation and approval of bills. Magistrate's bills are in your packet. Action is requested.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll. Ms. Ashcroft? Yes. Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Westphal? Yes. Mr. Roberts? Yes. Thank you. Ms. Sharp, the bills as presented by the Treasurer's Office.
Thank you. Those bills will be dated for August the 21st and August the 22nd for your approval.
Make a motion to pay those bills as presented.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll. Ms. Ashcroft? Yes. Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Westphal?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts? Yes. Motion carries. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Sharp. Thank you, Councilman. Next on our agenda, approval of the minutes. We have August the 5th, 2014, and August the 19th, 2014.
I just want to draw up all these with printed and you make the typos. So it should be fine. So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as they are.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, this is for August the 5th and August 19th.
Okay.
Any questions or discussion on the motion? And Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll. Ms. Ashcroft? Yes. Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Westphal?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts? Yes. Motion carried. Thank you. Magistrates, on the agenda, I want to go ahead and bring up Alex Grimsack for the beautification grant because he has another appointment at the end. He has another appointment tonight. And this is really easy to do. So, Mr. Grimsack, would you like to come on up here to the podium? Welcome, Mr. Vincent. Come on to the podium and just tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. All that we're requesting is that Fiscal Court approve an amendment to contract, an amendment to an extension on contract regarding the I-65 beautification project at Edgewood as well. This extension it's just for the extension, there's no other implications with it. But the state needs the originally signed document. It was not signed due to oversight from the Department of Local Government, and I think all of you received correspondence to that effect. And we just ask that you guys get to go ahead for the judge to sign it and begin so we can get it to the Department of Local Government.
Thank you, Alex. Action is requested, please.
As the, what time is it for the first update?
It's just the same, there's a continuation.
I'll make a motion to accept the amendment to the agreement to continue transportation cash consistency.
Second that motion.
The motion is to authorize the judge to sign and enter into the agreement between Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and Louisville Fiscal Court concerning the landscaping project on exit 112 and I-65.
Excellent, Bridget, thank you. Okay, any questions or discussion on the motion? And Ms. Brandon, you call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Bridget. Let me take the next side of this.
Oh, and Judge, I'd like to, the Economic Development Director, I'm sure everybody's interested in the progress of the project. It probably looks like there's not a whole lot going on out there, but actually, topsoil's been brought in. They're working on the concrete stamping for the project, and should be done in time for the fall planting with our partners where we're very grateful to.
Thank you, Alex. And they're in the deputy judge's hands, so she'll get the, she'll get the, if you want to go with her. Thank you, Alex, for being here. It's great working with you all. Next, Brian Richardson from Planning and Zoning has a request on the Mr. Richardson, good evening again.
Coming back to ask for approval to attend the 2014 GIS conference. It is in Louisville, Kentucky. No overnight stay is required since it's in Louisville. The total cost will be $275. That is the complete registration fee. I feel that this will be a great educational opportunity and also a great networking opportunity as well. So we might feel that she's attending one day this conference. Ask for approval.
I'll make a motion that, I make a motion that you attend this GIS conference. I make a motion that you attend the GIS conference and Fiscal Court will change on the registration.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. I'll have Bridget read it again.
Motion is to approve Brian Richardson to attend the 2014 GIS conference in Louisville with a registration fee of $275.
All right. And any questions or discussion on the motion? And Ms. Brandon, call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
let Frank go through that comment. I think that'll be a great help to him in what we're trying to accomplish with him. All right, our first one is going to be Daniel and Anne Grant, docket number 2014Z-16. They're asking to rezone from R1 residential to agricultural. The planning commission sent a favorable recommendation to Fiscal Court. Even the existing zoning classification given this property is inappropriate, and requested zoning classification is more appropriate because the property is surrounded by agricultural zoning on 3 sides, and it will conform to the surrounding uses.
Ordinance number 14-17, an ordinance changing the zoning from R1 residential to agricultural. The property in question is 10.488 acres, more or less, located at 869 East Sanders Lane in the unincorporated area of the county. Being ordained by the Fiscal Court of the County of Kentucky, in summary, number 1, sets forth the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullitt County and more particularly described in the minutes and records of the Planning Commission in docket number 2014-Z-16 is hereby changed from R1 residential to agricultural. Given first reading at the regular meeting of the Bullitt Fiscal Court on the second day of September 2014 and set for a second reading at the regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2014.
Thank you, County Attorney. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in support of this zoning request? Yes, come around up here, and the county attorney is swearing in. Mr. Grant. Right?
Yes.
Just go around here, Mr. Grant, before you come to the county attorney swearing in.
You swear or affirm that? Please say your name and where.
Daniel Grant.
Do you swear or affirm that everything you say to be the truth, so help you God?
Daniel Grant, 869 East Sanders, property owner. Basically what it was is that the resident before us, if they had to switch to residential because they were going to sell off 4 acres of it. And since that didn't happen, when we bought it, we just had to bring it back in agriculture. Everybody, like you said, everybody around us is agriculture.
No, I just have to finish that.
And Mr. Grant, the vote will take place on September the 16th as already voted. So thank you for supporting your cause.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me?
For me, it's everybody that's on like they're all unrepresented, right? Yes. Okay. Just procedurally, we do have a hearing tonight.
Ms. Green, wait a minute, don't leave yet, I have to do opposition to you.
Yeah. Procedurally, if you want to stand up and speak, you can. This is a hearing night, but if they're unopposed, everybody that was in the record at the planning is only go straight to the folks on this report. So you don't have to testify again.
Right, and there was no opposition.
Right. To any of us, I didn't see any before. I should have.
Yeah, now, in order to be fair, is there anyone here that wants to speak in opposition of the grant's zoning request? Very much, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mrs. Grant. Yes, Director.
Okay, the next docket is 2014-Z-17. Kenneth Broughton Sr. is the applicant, who's asking to rezone his property from agricultural to R4 residential. The planning commission voted to send a favorable recommendation. The property is surrounded by R4 zoning on 2 sides and it will conform to the surrounding uses. The only restriction they put on the property was that no additional mobile homes be located on the property.
Ordinance number 14-18, an ordinance changing the zoning from agricultural to R4 residential. The property in question is 5.5 acres more or less located at 554 Pittsburgh Road in the unincorporated area of the county. Being ordained by the Fiscal Court of the County of Bullitt, Kentucky. In summary, number 1 sets forth the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullitt County, more particularly described in the minutes and records of the Planning Commission in docket number 2014-Z-17 is hereby changed from agricultural to R4 residential, given the first reading at the regular meeting of the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County on the 2nd day of September 2014, and set for a second reading at the regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2014.
Thank you, County Attorney. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in favor of this zoning request? I know Mr. Broughton is here, but he doesn't anyone here that wants to speak in opposition of this zoning request? And thank you, Mr. Roth. The vote will take place September 16th.
Okay, the next one is docket number 2014-Z-18. The applicants are Charles H. and Deborah L. Spady. They're asking to rezone a portion of their property from R1 to agricultural. Now, this is what we have several of these dual zonings in the county. And the front of this property is 5.63 acres and it is zoned R1 and the rear is agricultural. So they want to make it all one zone being agricultural. And the planning commission suggested to send a favorable recommendation because this property has a dual zoning, and by rezoning the R1 portion, it will bring it all into compliance with the agricultural zoning.
Ordinance number 14-19, an ordinance changing the zoning from R1 residential to agricultural. The property in question is 5.63 acres, more or less, located at 2760 Highway 44 West in an unincorporated area of the county. Be ordained by the Fiscal Court in the County of Bullitt, Kentucky. In summary, number 1 sets forth the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullitt County and more particularly described in the minutes and records of the Planning Commission docket 2014-Z-18 is hereby changed from R1 residential to agricultural. Given first reading at the regular meeting of the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County on the second day of September 2014, to be set for a second reading at the regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2014.
Thank you, County Attorney. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in favor of this zoning request? I know the Spades are here.
No, we're okay.
If you're fine to do that.
We're okay.
Nobody spoke in opposition to that. Okay. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in opposition of this zoning request? And the vote will take place September 16th. Thank you all for being here.
Thank everyone, and thank
Is this located in Shepherdsville?
No, it's in the unincorporated area of the county.
Is your address Shepherdsville or Mount Washington?
Shepherdsville.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Yes, Director.
Okay, the next case is docket number 2014-Z-19. That is Gary Thomas and Betty Thomas. They're asking to rezone from R1 residential to agricultural. And the planning commission suggested favorable recommendation to the fiscal court because it does meet the comprehensive plan and it will not have an adverse effect on the neighbors.
Ordinance number 14-20, an ordinance changing zoning from R1 residential to agricultural. The property in question is 13.895 acres, more or less, located at 558 Cameron Ridge Road in an unincorporated area of the county. Be ordained by the Fiscal Court of the County of Bullitt, Kentucky. In summary, number 1 sets forth the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullitt County and more particularly described in the minutes and records of the Planning Commission docket number 2014-Z-19 is hereby changed from R1 residential to agricultural. Given the first reading at the regular meeting of the Fiscal Court of Bullitt County on the second day of September and set for a second reading at the regular meeting of the Bullitt County Fiscal Court on the 16th day of September 2014.
Thank you, County Attorney. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in favor of this zoning request? And I know Gary is here.
Yeah.
You're good,
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Gary. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in opposition of this zoning request? Okay, and again, the vote will be September 16th, Gary. Thank you for being here.
Okay, and I do have one other thing. I sent you all a letter about the appeal process for the new wetlands that are coming out. And we're coming close to our starting our appeal process. And I just wanted to let everybody know that as soon as the Division of Water gets approval from FEMA for the letters that they're going to issue for the appeal process, and it publishes in the paper after the second publication, the appeal process will begin. And Lisa and I have been working on a letter. Did you get that letter I sent you and forwarded to you from Carrie Johnson? Do you think ours was better, or what did you think of this letter?
I like this.
Like his,
request to surplus Fiscal Court property, 2006 4350 ambulance, 8x10 portable building, 7 computer monitors, 4 CPUs, 7 office chairs, and 10 classroom chairs.
What analysis is needed for that one?
Not exact, man, it's roughly about 361,000. The office chairs and the classroom chairs will more likely go down to Director Hatfield's scrap metal bin because they are not worth. And the CPUs, once we take the hard drives out, destroy the hard drives, those and the monitors will also go over to Director Hatfield's building, and the building and the ambulance will be put on Ws.
And the monitors also are going to be scrapped.
Now, they'll be scrapped for Director Hatfield.
All right, thank you. I'll make a motion to allow Mr. Phillips to surplus the property that he has listed.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Let's have Ms. Brand read the motion.
Motion is to approve the surplus of the following items by Emergency Services Director Mike Phillips: 2006 Ford E350 ambulance, an 8x10 portable building, 7 computer monitors, 4 CPUs, 7 office chairs, and 10 classroom chairs.
Any questions or discussion on the motion? Ms. Brandon, may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Judge Roberts? Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Next on the agenda, under new business, action is requested on a FEMA lease. Mr. Ashford, would you read it?
This lease may entered into this 27th day of August 2014, signed between Bull County Fiscal Court, parties of the first part of Bull County Fiscal Court, lessors, and Kenneth Senior, lease C, party of the second part, of 554 Fifth Point Road, This Point, 4165, witnessed and forward in consideration of the amounts to be paid for this hearing after sale, and subject to the provisions herein contained. Lease orders due by lease to receive the property located in 528 Fifth Point, Sugarfoot, Kentucky 4165, consisting of one lot and have possession of the above stated premises for a term of 1 year. This lease shall commence on the 7th day of September 2015 and terminate on the 2nd day of September 2015. And the consideration for the leasing is $1 per lot per year. Make a motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second, and any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, I have nothing else on the agenda. County attorney, want to bring up this issue?
Yeah, I do, just because I just was made aware of this, late on Friday. I provided you all with a copy of these documents. This is an original deed from 1969 and a new deed behind it. We've been asked by the school board to execute this deed. I have not had time to research this. From what I understand, apparently in 1969, when the land was given to make Roby and Bullock Central High School, it was not properly completed, and technically we still own Bullock Central High School. And I need to do some research into that because We may need a hold harmless clause in addition to this deed. I just wanted you all to have that so you can review. We will do a total exam ourselves and come up with a list of questions we have for you all at the next meeting. I just wanted you all to be aware that we haven't asked to do this, but since there's such an, 40 plus years difference here, we need to do more than just sign the deed. We need to do a background, make sure we don't need a hold harmless, especially with construction and all along on the property right now.
Thank you, Penny. And I do want to make an announcement. I'm happy to have Keith Griffey, our new CFO, award for full-time chairmanship. So thank